This is the most off-topic video that I have ever made on this channel because it will not rank the outfits but the specific hoods of the characters. The only thing common in assassins of every time period are their hoods. But which one of them actually stands out, this will be the topic of this video. It won't be your typical ranking video or a tier list video, but I will explain each and every hood, their pros and cons, and then in the end we'll announce a winner, simple and plain. Let's begin. Before starting the video, here are some honorable mentions for the hoods that won't be appearing directly in the list or the video but still deserve a mention. These include Darius's hood, the Chronicle Assassin's hood from Xiao Jun to Nikolai Orlov, and Eveline and Adewale's hood from Freedom Cry and Assassin's Creed Liberation DLCs. The hoods of both Jacob and Evie Frye from AC Syndicate are the most modernized versions of them that we ever saw. Why? Because they were industrial, leather heavy, and fit perfectly into the Victorian era style. And the bonus point being that the hood blends well with top hats and coats, making it very much impossible for any normal person or even a Templar to recognize that this person is an assassin. Both of the Frye twins had their own twist when it came to hoods. Evie's look was more traditional and sleek, and also stylish, while Jacob's hood was focused more on blending and following the tenets of the creed. They're not my favorite because of the top hat thing, but speaking from a realistic point of view in the lore of Assassin's Creed, they're the most perfect that we ever got in the recent times. Eivor's Viking style fur-lined hood blends both Norse and assassin cultures. If we look at it from a broad perspective, it also fits perfectly with the time period. Because what will you do when you're in a very new and unknown land? You will probably look for a way to hide and traverse the landscape. And this is what this piece of cloth achieves. It gives us a mysterious looking cloak with the hood, making it nearly impossible for guards to detect that this person is a Viking, unless you have a beard. But from a gameplay perspective, it had little to no use. Although the game offered that this hood will actually boost your stealth stats, but practically it offered nothing. Also, since the game's stealth system was completely broken, we didn't have the chance to even use it. Whenever we did, we would get instantly detected and the hood we used to go down. And many players felt that it lacked the stealthy finesse of the series. But visually and realistically, it made sense. Shay Cormac's hood from Assassin's Creed Rogue was the most drippiest looking hood that we ever got. It was worn during his time before and after defecting to the Templars. In both of his variations of his outfits, he absolutely rocked it. It really felt like it was made for that time period, unlike the other assassin hoods which looked better but really felt out of place. His hood had a more military-like design with darker tones and colors. And it feels like betrayal is brewing beneath it. And when combined with the red and black outfit, it absolutely looked phenomenal, but here's the catch. We never got it in the game. We only saw it in the promotional material and that's it. We never even got it in the final game. Although with the help of mods, we can actually experience it, but I think it's too late for the fanbase to actually replay Rogue just for this mod. When Ubisoft released Assassin's Creed Mirage, they promised that they will return back to the original roots of the franchise. And this is where Basim's hood comes in. The best part about Mirage was that it actually went back to the roots, speaking from a gameplay perspective strictly. And for each and every kill, we were awarded something, and once we reached the rank of the Initiate, we gained the Initiate outfit which had a smaller beak on its hood. And the size of the beak determines that how high your rank is in the Brotherhood. On the contrary, when we reached the rank of the Master Assassin, our hood exponentially became bigger and the beak also became larger, signifying that now we hold a prominent ranking in the Assassin Brotherhood, or the Hidden Ones. And since Assassin's Creed Mirage released in 2023, it looked beautiful. Coming a bit too back in time to the origins of the Brotherhood, we have Bayek's hood from Assassin's Creed Origins. Now specifically, there are two versions of Bayek's canon hoods. One of the hood was from his Hidden Ones outfit and the other hood was from his Wanderer's outfit. And we will talk about both of them. So let's wrap this up quickly. Bayek's Wanderer hood represents his broken personality. It reflects how he's broken after his son's death. And also that he's seeking vengeance. That's why the hood is tattered and is not organized. And realistically, it fits perfectly into the time period and Bayek's mental state at the time. So now when he forms a Hidden Ones and becomes one officially, he gains a new outfit with a new hood. That hood had the traditional eagle's beak, and now it's not tattered anymore but is more organized, symbolizing that this is what his son would have wanted and now is seeking and fighting for a greater purpose. I really like it, but I think this Hidden One outfit looks better in the concept art rather than in the original game, and the Wanderer's outfit will always be the OG for me, including the hood. Edward Kenway, being a pirate, had a pirated hood. I know it was a pretty bad joke, but he took it from another assassin. So this hood felt more casual and actually looked like rebellious and full of freedom. Edward looked fantastic in it and it fit him well, even the Mayan mentor Altabai said it himself. Although the hood had little to no use in the gameplay, as it was the case with every Assassin's Creed game, but still it made sense whenever we used to pull it up in a restricted area. Arno Dorian, being an underrated assassin, also had an underrated hood design. His hood was sleek, minimalistic, and actually felt like a hood. Instead of just being part of the outfit, it could actually be detachable. And by that logic, Arno can easily detach it whenever he wants to go in a crowd or a setting where he needs a good outfit. And because his assassin outfit is just a normal outfit with few upgrades and changes, he can easily blend in crowds. So for me personally, it has a refined and sharp hood, matching the French Revolution setting perfectly. And it also has good physics and animations thanks to the game's engine and the mods. You can also customize it in the game with different colors, so you get an idea of how it will look like if it had a different color, so the variation and customization is there. Now before going to Connor's hood, I would like to slightly give you an introduction. The hood of Connor is actually Edward's hood, but more modified. I'm not saying this, it's what the official lore says. The changes are not that significant. He has a beak now, the color palette is still the same but in a more modified form to fit the overall outfit correctly, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, the inside is now blue or any other color depending on your outfit dye. It's good, I like it, but it only fits Connor better and not any other assassin because it's built for a bulkier assassin, and I love that. Now, I thought a lot about this, but including this hood meant including the best variation of it, and for that I chose the Brotherhood version of Ezio's Master Assassin hood. Now, I would have went with his AC2 look or his Revelations look, but they didn't strike much balance into what I was looking for. So I settled down with Ezio's hood from AC Brotherhood. And why? Because it has a sharp V-shaped design symbolizing his peak as a Master Assassin. Also, the color palette of red, white, and some golden and silver accents really gave it a royal, stealthy, and elegant vibe. And speaking from a legacy perspective, it's very much equal to Ezio's legendary status in the Brotherhood overall in history. And if I keep on talking, this video's length will reach more and more. And for that purpose, I'm stopping right here. Because you know the drill, it's awesome. Now finally, in the last, we have Altair's hood from AC1 and Revelations. For me personally, I prefer the Revelations version of Altair's hood because it's the most widely known version out there. The answer is simple, it's original, sleek, and with a unique beak design. In fact, it's the first hood ever in the franchise to feature it, obviously because it's from the first game. And it's one of the most recognized hood in gaming overall. And a fun fact being that it's only available in white. So since now you know the pros and cons of each hood that I mentioned, it's time to tell you the winner of this list. So there are actually 3 different types of winners, and I have 3 categories for it. Speaking of the overall best, I would no doubt rank Altair's hood because it also fits perfectly, realistically, and serves its purpose. The second category is the most recognized out of them all, and it's none other than Ezio's hood from AC Brotherhood. Because every person, whether he's an Assassin's Creed player, fan, or not, he will still recognize that this belongs to an Assassin's Creed character. And the last category is realistic and stealthier. And for that, I think Eivor's hood is the best because it very much fits perfectly with the time period. It has a cloak, the first ever in the series, minus the AC Unity outfits, but still. So, do you guys agree with my list and ranking? It was a new and fresh style of ranking videos, so I hope you guys like it, and if you do, then be sure to give us a big thumbs up. We'll see you in another interesting and amazing video. Till then, take care and goodbye.